I will await you at the end of the serpent's path.
All right, let's don't do any BS for me to do this initiation. You know what I'm saying? I'll kill some low-level enemies. I'll do some puzzles depending on how
Before
they do it.
House RUUN, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path.
Am I supposed to go a certain way? Please don't do a maze, because that's not going to be amazing. No, okay, my bad. My bad!
One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. They were each alone and isolated, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice.
Blow out the candle, optional. I feel like that's not what they want me to do.
But Jinan encountered the great serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them.
Like, cause be snuffed out, that sounds like them. So by me blowing out the candle, like I'm kind of fucking it up.
His guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives, and thus House RUUN was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back.
Cast aside your burdens. Well, okay. I have nothing in my inventory that I can. Okay. Let me. Yeah, let me throw a log in there. Did I do it? I did do it. Nice.
The people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the great serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House RUUN to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the great serpent, and
Pause.
he will embrace you.
Pause. Make a leap of faith. Where's my leap of faith at? Guess my leap of faith is over here. Do I still have my jetpack? Sure hope I do. I do. Yep. Is that? Yep. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, you could go. I'm like, how can you do that without taking the leap of faith anyway?
The people of House RUUN settled this world, at first in these very caves. Jinan himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the serpent. It was here that the people of House RUUN first understood the truth of their place in the universe.
Are they gonna give me a... Okay. I don't know if I come over here and then do something. I don't want to steal something, but, you know.
And it was here that the people of House RUUN first understood the truth of the shrouding. The great serpent's return. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people
Well, there-
weighed this knowledge
there's
against
my mortal
them
enemy
for
right
their
there.
lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too would do well to feel that solace amidst the pain.
I'll wait until it tells me. Like I'm not fighting anyone right now, so. Alright, when it gets to that line, then I'm stepping out. Okay, past the line. Am I good? Imagine the game's like, no, we wanted you to actually die here. Huh? Maybe they want me to like take more damage? Oh shit. They're about to finesse me. They're about to finesse me. I'm about to actually die. Okay, yeah, we out of there. We out of there. Get up, get up! Get up! They're finessing me. They're literally finessing me. Long ass animations, bruh. First they don't give me the thing that says meditation, so I'm like, okay, maybe I have to sit here for a little bit. And then it has these long ass animations and I can't even like stop it. I don't know what's in the next room, so I'm gonna let my health go up. Actually, fuck it, I'll heal. I got time. I got time. I'll use one. Yep. Oh shit. Imagine they're like, oh well, you failed this mission because you healed. Here in House of RUUN, we don't believe in using.
Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the great serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve.
Sacrifice the... Yeah, you're about to get slaughtered. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. I don't have any melee weapons. You got bodied. Okay. Do I go up here and sacrifice it? Oh, I just kill it, okay. I thought I had to place its meat. Pause. Somewhere.
Let us begin the final ritual.
Oh, what is this?
Since RUUN have stood before the great serpent, we can all feel his presence.
I didn't know y'all gonna pour drugs in here.
You are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House RUUN's connection to the great serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place
Effigy
them
of
on
obedience.
your altars. Offerings to the great serpent that he may fill you with his
Effigy of devotion.
and make you promise.
Effigy of perseverance. Effigy of strength. Probably strength and perseverance. Obedience, definitely perseverance. That's definitely one. And I wish there's something like wisdom or something. Ocean. I got strength. I think perseverance is the most important. Oh, okay. Oh, it's down there. Like, this sounds like literal hell. Talk with Andreja. What did it say? If you're free soon, could we? Okay.
And so you
Fuck, I was trying to get a thumbnail.
one of the promised of House RUUN. Did you feel the great serpent working within you?
Pause.
Do you feel born anew?
I exist only to serve the great serpent. I just want to help it, dude. I feel the same as I did before. That was, I guess.
And I assure you, he has
I wish there was
seen your
another
eagerness.
answer to say yes.
You will indeed serve, as do we all. Through strength and perseverance, House RUUN will triumph over all that stands in its way. I grant you the title of Vindicator.
Appreciate that.
All will know you. All will trust you. Above us, in the grand ship morning, jewel of the RUUN fleet, the High Council awaits your arrival. Serve them. Serve the great serpent. All must serve.
All must serve. Oh, my bad. That word like. Let me talk to my baby girl for a second. Appreciate you. Actually, we'll talk. We'll talk in private. Yep. Okay. Cool. Oh, yeah. She was in a perfect spot for a thumbnail. All right. Let's get up here. Not too loud, cause I'm pretty sure this place is gonna echo like crazy.
I am glad we have a moment. I am having trouble maintaining my composure. Finding myself in Dasra has been overwhelming.
You weren't sure you would ever. Okay, there's no place like home. Are you okay?
That is a complicated question. I could not have imagined. After everything that we have been through recently, I worried I might never see this place again. For that I am grateful. If only this were just about me. The Great Serpent has always demanded much of us, as individuals, and as the whole of House RUUN. But to see what has transpired here, it is hard to believe this is part of any plan. Truly, it is a disaster.
If it is a plan, then are we okay? There are plenty of people who suffered all of that. This is no different.
I suppose that is true.
I
Regardless,
wasn't really
now
too
that
keen
we
on
are
either of
here,
those answers.
surely you must agree that we should do everything we can to help House RUUN.
You know I got you, baby girl. That's what we'll do. I don't know if this is the right flirt option. That's what we do. Their credits will spin as... I'll put this... fuck it.
And I appreciate that. It is an incredible commitment you have made to become one of the promised. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined such a thing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always there's really no. What do you think happened if I turned it down? I'm gonna say this. I don't really, you know.
I suppose that is true. All the same, I am glad to count you among us. I know we have much to do, but
Are you talking about the other Among Us
I did not
gameplays?
want to
My
leave
bad.
it unsaid. Thank you.
Okay, for sure. I wonder what it would be like if I had different companions. Like obviously she's gonna feel different than yeah, I'm stealing this. Obviously she'll feel different if I mean they'd respond different if it was a different companion. Like this is her home turf. The Serpent's Path. Morning Ship, that's where we got it, yep. What's good, y'all? Vindicator on deck.
Good to see you.
Are you gonna say something? Yeah. It didn't even like give me the
Welcome,
option either.
Vindicator. You stand before what remains of the High Council, advisors to Anasko Varun. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik.
Jamal.
We are joined by Lovek of House Vital. We are, all of us, hopeful that your arrival in Dazra and your clear connection to Anasko Varun, for the first time in weeks, represent some semblance of hope.
I do have a connection. I don't have a connection or any. Okay. Someone needs to start playing what's going on. What's with all the houses? Aren't you all House RUUN? Yeah, let me get this. It might allow me to say both.
We unite under the banner of House Varun, pledged to follow Jinan Varun and his descendants. But our society is not a monolith. Jinan, in his wisdom, shepherded the first of us into families that we might grow and prosper. Our 3 families have for generations now helped to
maybe that's what the
govern
houses
of
mean.
House Varun, and
Or
offer
the
counsel to our
things
leader.
that they had me put down.
I understand. Until you were one of us, we could not trust you.
By all means, Malibor. I can't wait to see how you spend this.
You look like someone I
we
used to work
just
with.
for a moment.
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see Anasko. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time.
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasko, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Malibor. Do go on.
I know it's a good view, baby
Anasko
girl.
Varun, like his father before
She's watching this
him,
shit like it's a.
relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us.
She's watching this shit like it's a movie.
Anasko wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent. We sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
This is already
I
better
mean
than all the
nothing
other
by
faction
it. We
stories.
simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a
Or more
series of
interesting, I mean.
experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to Hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
Although that one mission where they had me go between universes was interesting. The animal thing, the creatures things, that was interesting as well, but New Atlantis was fine the next day and no one even cared about me. Plus it took so long to go down that very long thing. But the universe thing was interesting, but then the bro wanted me persuade him to give me like tips on how to fight these creatures now that I'm like I had to travel between different worlds. You go check out the gameplay.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now.
Andreja looks pissed
We'd be
now.
like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dasra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that the experiment is still running, somehow preventing us from entering the Citadel.
But me.
We cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. We're beginning to lose hope before you arrived.
Tell me how I fit into this. The Vortex. What is that? How long ago did it? Yeah, how long ago did this happen?
It has only been a few weeks. There had been efforts to put together some kind of response, some plan. But they had fallen apart. Forgive me, I am no scientist, but as it has been explained to me...
Okay, yep.
What
All
we
right.
call the vortex is the...
I had some experiences with
the
this.
space between universes. Your arrival and your interaction with Anasco shows that he can still be
See, and
saved.
me doing that mission should allow me to
Plan
say
had
that
been
here.
devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward with it. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Jinan Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasco, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
Okay, for sure. Hopefully y'all allow me to, yep, I'm going to the city. Hopefully y'all allow me to get some drip and shit.
Do you know the scientists out at the Madi station?
Hello?
The old married couple?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, nigga, you did not even see me yet. Hold on. My baby girl with me? Cool. See, there should have been something that said, like...
This is unreal. The view of the Citadel from this plaza was never so clear.
That's...
Buildings used to be in the way.
That is beautiful. I might have this be my thumbnail for next time. This will be my thumbnail for next stream. The Vindicator's here, man. I just pressed Y, bro.
Well, look who it is. You have made quite a stir, and given the state of things, that is a singular accomplishment.
Appreciate that.
To what do I owe the honor, Vindicator?
What's going on here?
At the moment, obviously a great deal of nothing. Have the High Council to thank for that. Politics and expedience rarely pair well.
Yeah, I know about that.
Did he now? How magnanimous. But approval is approval, and I will gladly take it. I will spare you much of the technical detail, as I confess that pieces of it I barely understand myself.
So no one knows anything.
One cannot help but notice the energy field around the Scaled Citadel. Until we can get through it, we cannot shut down the experiment inside, and it has proved quite impossible to get through.
I am
Had
him,
the
though.
beginnings of a plan to build a makeshift contraption to redirect grav drive energy
I
to
have
see if we
concepts
could
of a plan.
penetrate the barrier, but the project came to a halt. Politics got in the way.
I can imagine that without the speaker to issue clear directions, things have been difficult.
Every one of the houses needs to contribute, and everyone realized they could potentially use it for leverage. What should have been a cooperative effort turned contentious. Easy decisions became negotiations. And so, construction never began. We have sat here, staring at this disaster as supplies pile up for well over a week now. Serpent help us, it is infuriating.
No one complaining about the past. Okay. Oh, no use. I've been here 10 minutes and the council is already annoying. You should be grateful that I'm here and that you could continue to work. Why do you need council's approval? Oh, I don't like any of these options. I can't even pause, so I can't even like try to use my power. I guess this one.
Indeed. All must serve. I believe I've done enough complaining for now. Time to get to work. If you're here, the council has likely sent word to the houses that it's time to stop the infighting. I doubt it will be enough. I need to oversee construction here, make sure things are built to specifications. If you could follow up with the houses, that may speed up the process.
For sure. I doubt they'll listen to me. I'll get right on it. I shouldn't have to do that. I doubt they'll listen to me, but I'll do
The first
it.
convert in generations. The only one to have heard from the speaker since the disaster. Oh, I think they will listen. House Fetal owes us access codes for the city power grid.
Was that
It's
not
the
who I
only
was
way
talking to
guarantee
earlier?
Enough power to activate the device. House Kadik was supposed to provide a young scientist named Sahima to help me. She had at least some experience.
What's her
with
name?
the
Like
original
Alicia
Citadel
Tyler? Whoever is
experiment.
announcer for SmackDown?
No idea why they refused to send her. And Hasmek, the new elder of House Dulkef,
That's what she was looking like.
he has been distant, guarded. He claims to have vital information about an important component of the experiment, but has withheld it until now. Help me get what we need, and we will
So
see
they had
what we
her
can do
and
for
Jey
the
Uso.
speaker
That's crazy.
and for House Varun.
And who is this?
And
This
I
coach
may
right
have
here?
something that can help you in whatever trials the Serpent puts before you as we navigate this. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last
Okay,
few
melee
weeks,
weapon.
but I have still spent some time doing my own
Uh-huh.
research when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject, really. Yeah, if only there were some less disastrous way we could have discovered all this.
Fascinating is the word that I use to describe it. If it's something that'll help get rid of the phantoms I don't care about. What are these options?
I know. I have lost friends and colleagues myself. We have encountered several interesting phenomena. First, while the phantoms shift to a fully human form when killed, they often retain small shards.
Yeah, I got
that appear to
those.
be an almost crystallized version of vortex energy. Second, we have learned that killing the phantoms sometimes causes an even greater disturbance. Horrors, as they have been colloquially termed, can appear from somewhere. We are unsure of their origin, but it is not within our universe. These horrors and their spawn are infested with cysts, a seemingly organic manifestation of vortex energy. We have managed to collect enough to run experiments and have devised a method of combining them into an explosive mixture with varying properties. While they have no use in the development of the morning device, if you find yourself out in the field, I believe they could have more practical applications.
I'll take anything that gives me an edge. Unproven technology. Sounds like a great plan. Yeah, let me get whatever.
The process is simple enough that any industrial workstation should suffice, if you have the materials. And depending on how you combine said materials, you may find the results to be somewhat variable. I hope you can use that to your advantage.
Craft grenades using. Okay, for sure.
Just look around. I'm sure you have at least some idea of how much we have physically lost. A huge portion of the city is
I don't know what it looked like before, bruh.
gone. And those left behind are struggling. Supplies are limited.
Like he
There
said,
is
it used to
so
look
much
beautiful,
work
and I'm
to be
like,
done, and
it already looked
they're
beautiful.
all
I'm about to do it.
so tired.
I
hope that
thumbnail.
eventually we can return things to the way they were, but we must. Not enough to have prevented it from happening. If I had any idea it was going to turn out like this, it had been Inasco's primary goal for some time. A way to recreate Jinan Varun's encounter with the Great Serpent. Everything we knew about grav drive technology, every scientific advancement we'd made in the last 100 years was poured into it. Towards the end, I was just so exhausted. I asked for a brief time off. And I thought I would be trapped in there with the rest of the science team. Yes, I am sure that is how some would see it. I'm
not gonna say you're lucky.
Weeks before the disaster, and at that point, we were nowhere near ready. Some breakthroughs were made shortly thereafter, and they ran the experiment. And here we are. Yes, depending on how much trouble you're getting into. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few... These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject, really. If only there were some less disastrous way we could have discovered all this.
Oh, I could just back out? I thought it was gonna be like, hey, I'm talking. Like, what's his name earlier?